Hey guys, Linda here. Come back at you today with another video. I wanted to post this video yesterday, but I had something come up and I didn't get to do it. So I'm coming to you today with a April TBR. I did finish my old TBR, yeah, from what I had a couple of not last year, but year before last. Because as you know, I just take my TBR and I add books to it as I go. I don't, I just keep adding books. I finished the books on there and just keep adding books. So I mostly finished all those books on that TBR I had. I have 2 books left, and that was that I'm going to take and put on this TBR. That was Amanda Bouchet, Nightchaser. I think this is something like a paranormal or a sci-fi romance. It's going to be set in outer space. And this is on Tess. The female name is, she's a captain. Tess Bailey is in deep trouble. She and her crew are on the run, pursued by a tyrant who will take them dead or alive. Tess' best hope is a tall, dark, and much too appealing stranger, Shade Ganovan, who says he can help her, but his motivations are far from clear. So that sounded interesting. Plus, I've read her, what was the other book? I can't think of the name of it. I think I got the book over here somewhere. I think it was called the Kingmaker Chronicles. I really enjoyed that. I read the first 2 books. I think it was 3 books in the series. I read the first 2 books. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read the the 3rd book yet, because I was like, oh, this is getting ready to end. So I haven't read it yet. I still been putting it off, but maybe I'll get to it this year and read it. And that was a paranormal romance, and I really enjoyed it. So I picked this one up by her. And this is kind of like maybe it's a space opera, because I think it's going to be set in space. And I was like, let me check this one out. So that one was from my old TBR. And I had one more here. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. This one by Jaci Burton. This is called Make Me Stay. And what was the name of this? Nightchaser. I think I might have mentioned it, but yeah, my memory's not too good. You know, my memory going that quick. This is Nightchaser. This is a contemporary, Make Me Stay, a Hope novel. Maybe this is in a series. I don't know what book it is in the series. The Hope series, I guess. This is going to be my last book by Jaci Burton, because all her books, me and her writing just don't be jiving, because I would start reading her book and it just looked like it'd be too slow, and I don't know. I just don't be interested, because this is the 2nd book of her I had to force myself to continue to read. Like, yeah, you know that ain't good. And like I said, I don't like DNF, and so I'm going to finish this. This is where I got to. And this is on, this guy, his name is Reed McCormick. He go back home. Him and his brother have bought some kind of building, and they're going to refurbish it. I mean, redo it. They're going to redo the building. And I think that's what he does. He owns his own construction company or somewhere, but he don't live in that town anymore. He done come back, and he's gonna do the work on the building, and that's where he meets what is her name? Samantha Razor. She's a florist, and I think she know him. I don't know if they went to school together. I don't know, but they're gonna meet, and you know, things are going to happen, and I think going to be about them, you know, because he don't live in that town. He don't live there anymore. So can they do a long distance relationship? I think that's what's going to be the contention. Maybe that's what's going to be the contention between them. I don't know, but I've started reading it. It's going very slow right now, so I hope I can finish this before this month is out. And this is Jaci Burton, Make Me Stay, and I think this is going to be my last book by Jaci Burton. I'm not buying anymore. Because I haven't had any good luck with her book. Maybe one, maybe that's why I stopped buying her. But other than that, it started out very slow for me, and I don't be interested. This is one of those books that I put down, and I'll just come back to it when I feel like I need to pick it up, and then get a few chapters in, and then put it down again. Yeah, we don't need to be doing that. We need to be reading the book from the time we pick it up until the time we put it down. I need to be finished. Moving on. Next, I want to put on my list here is Gayle Wilson's The Heart's Desire. And this is kind of like in a series, but this is a Harlequin Historical. And I think she wrote a book, The Heart's Desire series. I think I read book 2 in the series. It's on different couples, though. And this is book 1. So when I found that book 2 and I found out it was a series, I went back and found the other 2 books in the series. So this is book 1. I think the book I read was book 2, and I enjoyed it. So I went and picked up the other 2 books, and I'm going to give this a try. This is on Emily Fair. I'll read the back of it. Emily Fairfax was unaware of the power of her innocence, but from the first, Dominic knew the dangers of their desire. For she alone could draw aside the mantle of despair that kept him safely hidden and condemned them both to a certain heartbreak. A soldier's daughter, Emily thought she knew what furies drove men in the name of honor until she met the enigmatic Duke of Avon, Dominic Maitland, a man with a tragic past and an empty future. So that sounded interesting. I was like, let me pick this up and give it a try. And like I said, I enjoyed the book that I read by Gayle Wilson. So I was like, let me try that. And you know I love historical, so I was like, let me give it a try. And I love Harlequin Historicals. And I love this cover. Give that a try. I got Anne Stuart, the Devil's Waltz. The Devil Waltz. I've been trying to find books by Anne Stuart. I've read some of her books and I've enjoyed it. So I found this and I picked it up. And this is on Christian Monclain. It said he was a practical man, if a destitute scoundrel, but his plan to bed and wed the delectable Miss Hattie Chipple would take care of that sticky wicket. However, there was a most intriguing obstacle to his success. Annalise Kempton desired nothing more than to come between this despicable rogue and the fortune and future of her young charge. Certainly, Annalise understood the desperation that comes from hard time, but Monclain would fail. She would personally see to it. So I guess a man down on his luck in the ton, and he need to marry a rich female, or he's a scoundrel trying to find a rich female to marry. And I guess Annalise, I guess she's her charge or something. She's determined to stop him, and you know how that gonna probably end up with them getting together. Instead of her stopping him, she gonna fall in love with the guy. So I said, let me give this a try. And this is Anne Stewart, The Devil's Waltz. Next I got Margaret Moore, In the King's Service. I think this is gonna be on. The king is gonna task him to go to this. The king thinks some guy is spying on him, so he sent the male hero to the guy's place to find out, what is going on. But he's going under disguise like he want to marry the oldest daughter. So he's going there saying that he want to marry the oldest daughter, but really he's going there to spy on this guy, and he's going to end up falling for the second daughter. So that's how this is going. I have started this. It's going kind of slow. There's another one I done put down for a while, but got to go back and read it. And this is the Harlequin Historical. Next I have The Invitation by Vi Keeland. This sounds like it's going to be like a Cinderella kind of thing going on, because the female is going to she's gonna come to this wedding. She didn't get invited. I forgot what they call it, the wedding crasher. She's gonna be a wedding crasher, and that's where she's gonna meet the hero, and I guess he's gonna ask her to dance or something, and they're gonna have chemistry, but then something's gonna happen. He's gonna find out that she really not supposed to be there, and then she's gonna run away, and she leaves her, instead of a shoe, she leaves her phone. So it sounded interesting. I said, let me give this a try. And this is Vi Keeland, The Invitation. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I like Vi Keeland writing. So I'm going to give this a try. Hopefully it's really good. The Invitation. Next I have Mr. Malcolm's List. This is by Suzanne Allain. And I read on here soon to be a major motion picture. I think I've seen an advertisement for this movie. I don't know, it might be out already. If it is, if you've seen it, let me know, was it any good? I want to read the book first before I watch the movie. I think this is going to be on about I guess a woman wanted to take revenge on this man. I guess she wanted to marry him. He was like, he didn't want to marry her, so she's going to get this what her name is, Selena. She's a vicar's daughter, and I guess she's friend with this lady, and she's inviting her to town. Selena thought she was just inviting her because, we're friends, you want to come spend time together, but no, she want her to kind of make this guy fall in love with her, and then I guess she's gonna dump him or something. I don't know. That's kind of the gist I got of that. So it sounded interesting, and it's not that big of a book. How many pages is in here? 244 pages. Yeah, 244 pages. And it sounded interesting, and like I said, they're trying to make a movie out of it. If I really like it, if I enjoy the book, I'll go and see can I find a movie and watch it. So I'm gonna give this a try. Next, I have Helen Hurt. This is Follow Me Darkly. This is her Follow Me Darkly series. I guess it's in a series too. Usually I go and buy the whole series, but I was like, I'm gonna quit doing that because then I read the first book and I don't enjoy it. And then you just left with books you don't want to read. Yeah. So I picked this up. This is kind of like based on a 50 Shades of Grey thing, because I read the back of this. She's going to be some kind of photographer. She worked for a social media person or influencer, and I guess she helped her take her pictures or whatever. Because what is this? What is the female name? Is her name in here? Let's see. It don't say what her name is. I don't see her name, but she takes pictures, and I guess she's taking pictures for this influencer. So the influencer posts her pictures, and she got her own photographer, and I guess this female works for her, and that's how she's gonna meet billionaire Brandon Black, and I guess he's gonna become obsessed with her or something. Yeah, and he gonna she's the she's a middle-class female trying to make it in this world, and he's going to come there, and yeah, he's going to take her out of all that. And we're going to see where this is going to go. It kind of reminds me of a 50 Shades of Grey thing, because she's probably young. He's the billionaire, and yeah, a 50 Shades of Grey remind me of 50 Shades of Grey. So I was like, let me try it out and see what's going on with this. and I've read a book by Helen Hurt before. I know that her men are alpha males. Yeah, I like alpha male. I know some of you probably don't like alpha male, but I do. So I like, let me try it out. But the book I read by her, I can't remember what it was. I think it was in a series too. It was on some brothers, and I read the first book. It was kind of too over the top for me. I was like, y'all doing too much in this book. So that's the last. I haven't read nothing from her since. So I was like, let me give this one a try. And that's why I didn't get the series, because I know that first book that I read by her on the brothers. I just read one book, and it didn't do it for me. I didn't continue the series. I don't even know if I completed that book. I don't know. Maybe I did there for that one. I don't know. I don't remember, but I know I didn't. It didn't work for me. But I said I was going to try this one out, so I'll give it a try. Helen Hurt, Follow Me Darkly. And then I also have 3 books on my Kindle that I need to get to, because I got a lot of books downloaded on this Kindle that I need to read, and I haven't been reading them that much. So I was like, let me go and pull 3 books off of my Kindle. I got Athica Lane. This is by Brynne Asher. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I saw this book advertising on Instagram, and it's a sports romance. I like the sports romance, but hockey. But this is on football. But he's not as you would think he's a football player, but he's not. He's a football coach. He did play football in school, but he didn't make it to the NFL, so he became a coach. So he's a coach at this high school, and he's a math teacher also, and he meets the female in a coffee shop. I think it's a coffee shop. I don't know if it's a coffee shop. It's somewhere where you can get some drinks, because they bump into each other, and he weighs his I think he had a Dr. Pepper. They bump into each other, and she get his drink spills on her. And that's where they first meet. They have a little run-in together, because he's grumpy sunshine, because he's grumpy and she's all sunny. And he's older than her also. Maybe she's in her early 20s, and he may be kind of like in his late 30s. And he also have 2 kids. So if you like the dad, the dad meet the sunshiny female, grumpy sunshine, and then you got the dad. And then she is the female is watching her sister's children, because her sister and her husband, they went on a trip. I don't know if they going on their anniversary or whatever, but they wanted I can't think of what her name is. They wanted her to watch the kids, so she's staying at their house while they're gone, and she watching the kid. Lo and behold, who's the next door neighbor? Of course, the guy she ran into in the shop. And then she also had to pick, because her sister was picking his kids up from camp. I guess they in some kind of camp. And while when she picked her son up, she would pick his kids up too. Because like I said, he's a coach, and he'd be at school all the time, hours with the football, coaching football and all this stuff. And so she have to pick his kids up. So he come over to get his kids, and that's where they realize, oh, it's you. So that sounded interesting, and I'm reading it now, and I'm really enjoying it. It got some few little hiccups in there, but other than overall, I will. And this is the Carpino series. It's going to be based off the female's family, and it's interesting. I think I'm going to continue with this series because it's interesting so far. I got a few hiccups going on in here that I was like, what, really? Especially when he started calling her baby. When you meet somebody, I don't want you calling me baby and darling and all this stuff. You don't know me. Don't be calling me that. And she tell him that, but he do it anyway. And I don't like that. Yeah, that was one strike I didn't like. But other than that, it's going well so far. I'm continuing to read. I haven't put it down. I think I'm on chapter 21. I think it might have 30-something chapters. And it got some kind of mystery intrigue going on. We got, I guess you can call it a romantic suspense going on here, because we got something going on that's, because her car ended up damaged. But you kind of figure out who it is. But I'm not going to go into it. I won't spoil it for anybody. But if you want to, it's really not a sports romance, but he is a coach. So, yeah. And if you want a little suspense in it too, I would recommend this. Give her a try. I like her writing. I'm enjoying her writing. I do like her writing. So, like I said, I think I'm going to continue with this series. And it's going to be on the female's brothers. And I think she have a brother and sister. And I think it's going to go back because this is the first book in the series. And in here, you already know that her brother is married, and her sister is married. But I think it's going to go back. And then her brother's friend, I think the next book is on her brother's, her friend. But you know that he's going with I think he's going with her sister or her cousin or something like that. And he's going to go back and tell their story. But in here, you meet them already. But I think she's going back. It didn't start from the beginning and going forward. It started here, and then you meet these people in this book, but it go back and tell their story. I think that's how it's going to work. Yeah, I'm going on. Yeah. But anyway, I would recommend it. Like I said, I'm on chapter 21, and I'm really enjoying it. And that is Athica Allain by Brynne Asher. And then the next book I have, let me pull that up. Get out of here. This iPad is old, so it got issues going on with it, so give me a minute. Let's see here. I want to show you another one I'm reading off of here. And this is by Kandi Stiener, Quarterback Sneak. This is book 3 in the series, I think. So I'm going to give this a try, see do I like it. It was interesting because he's going to be the quarterback. And the female in this one is going to be the coach's daughter. So we got some sneaking around going on because the coach already done warned them, I don't want you messing with my daughter. So that's what caught me on this one. We're going to have some sneaking behind the coach's back. And it sounded interesting. So I was like, let me give this a try. And I done heard people on book 2 talk about Kandi Stiener. So I was like, let me give this a try. So that's going to be Quarterback Sneak that I'm going to give a try. And so that's all the books I got on my TBR for April. I also got a little book haul I'm going to go over right quick before I end this video. I bought some books from old trusty Thriftbooks here. I'm going to share with you. I got now I couldn't remember if I had this book or not. I can't remember. I might have this twice, but I couldn't remember. But I saw it. It's Brenda Jackson, and it's An Honorable Seduction. So I wanted to give this a try out. I'm not going to read the back of it or anything. I'll just show it to you. I wanted to try that out. So I got this from Thriftbooks. I also got Elizabeth Hort, The Maiden Lane. This is in the Maiden Lane series. And this is Darling. What is this? They got the sticker right over it. What's this called? Darling Beast. Darling Beast. So I was like, let me try this one out. I also picked up Victoria Thompson. I'm a fan of Victoria Thompson, so I went and looked up some more of her books that I wanted to try out. And this is called Wild Texas Promise. Like I mentioned on here before, I like reading Westerns, and I know Victoria Thompson does Westerns, so I went and picked this one up. Ordered this off of Thriftbooks. I hope it's good. And then I got another bag here. Yeah, I went all out. I didn't cut this one open, so bear with me if I can get it open here. I hope so. I might have some more Victoria Thompson in here. Nope, this is not. But this is Forbidden Love by Maura Sager. I hope I pronounced that right. And I like this cover. Beautiful cover. And this is, what is this book? Is this in the, can't think of what this was called. This is in that, they got the sticker on here. I hope this don't pull out. You know, you get these old books and get a sticker on there. It pull off the cover. Because the book is old. It'll pull off the rest of the cover on here. But this is just a historical romance. I thought this was in one of them kind of series. But I don't remember. But there you go. I bought it because of the cover. It's pretty. And next I have here is Taming Her Irish Heart. This is a historical, Harlequin Historical Medieval by Michelle Willingham. I've been trying to read Michelle Willingham. I haven't read her yet, but I got another book by her, Taming Her Irish Warrior. Pick that one up. Can I get this one out of here? Oh my, this is one of them big ones. I didn't know this was going to be that big, but this is Wrath Redemption by Jennifer Jakes. This looked like it's set in America in the West. It's another Western, I think. Yeah. This is another Western. So I got this. I didn't know it was going to be this big. I don't like the books this size. They just be too big, but there you go. Look at that. Look at that cover. Look at that. And then I got one more. I did open this one. I got one more here. And then I'll let you go. I have Embrace the Storm. This is a tapestry. This is what I was trying to think of. The books in the tapestry series. You know, they had the, this is by, who did these books? Was it Pocket Books? I don't know. Yep, this was published by Pocket Books. And this is Tapestry. So I wonder, was this also Tapestry? I don't know. It don't have it on here, though. But this was published by Pocket Books. It don't say, but I've been trying to collect the tapestry from back in the day. These tapestries one, I've been trying to collect those. So I picked this one up. And this is Embrace the Storm by Linda Trent. I've read some Linda Trent. She write for Harlequin. Or Silhouette Romance. She used to write for Silhouette Romance. And I read some of her book with Silhouette, Linda Trent. So I saw this with her name on here. And I also, like I said, I've been trying to collect tapestry historicals. I love that cover too. This look like it also. Is this a Western also? Let me read the back. Yep. Look at the back. And I like tapestry because they have like a nice little picture on the back also. So this look like it's set in the West. So here's another Western. I might go ahead and check this out. I might end up adding this to my TBR also. This look like it's going to be interesting. And then last I have Eugenie Riley. This is also a Western. I know that Eugenie Riley writes Westerns too. So I picked this one up. And as you can see, got a riverboat in the background. And this is called Mississippi Madness. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm from Mississippi and moved to Tennessee. So this is the Mississippi Madness, and so I picked this one up too because, like I said, I've been on the hunt for some Westerns, so I'm gonna check this out too. And I like Eugenie Riley. So that's all I have for now. Until next time, I will be coming back with another, either I'm going to do another haul, because like I said, I got books everywhere that I've collected all last year that, yeah, I can be doing a haul. every video could be a haul. But maybe I'll do on some, I think I mentioned on some new author that I've discovered, because I read a new author last year, and she had a series. I read that whole series except for one book. I gotta finish one book. Maybe I'll just come back and do video on just her and the books that I've read by her and that I've really enjoyed, and I'll just recommend all her books because I really enjoyed all the books that I've read by her, and maybe I'll just come back and do one of those videos. And that's another thing why I don't be doing video. I was like, what am I gonna do a video on? Because I don't be doing like these tropes and stuff like that. Yeah, they call for too much research going on. I think I mentioned before, I'm not a researcher. I ain't got time to be doing, I don't have the time to be doing all that. Like I said, this is not my job, and I don't have time to be spending all that time trying to do these videos, because that calls for some hard work going on when you very dedicated and you trying to make this as a business. So that, you know, I ain't trying to make this as a business. I'm just coming out here showing you the books that I enjoy and stuff like that. So I ain't got time to be doing all these tropes and stuff like that. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. I don't even have the time to do it, so I ain't even gonna try to stress myself out to try to do that. But I will come back and try to just do, maybe I'll do a spotlight on an author that I really enjoyed in some of her books. Maybe I'll do that. And like I said, it's hard trying to think of videos to come out and be entertaining and all that stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot going on. So kudos to all those ones out there who doing all that. Yeah, I give them the kudos, because I know it's some hard work coming on. It's just hard work coming in here and getting this stuff set up and trying to get these videos out. It's some hard work. So if you see somebody who doing it and coming out with video after videos, give them their kudos, because they doing the darn thing. But I don't think that's going to be me. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to try to come back. Maybe I'll come back out. Well, maybe I do another video today, but it probably won't come out till tomorrow, because you probably see me in this same shirt. But it probably won't come out till tomorrow, because sometimes I usually post on the same day. And I'm like, why are you posting it on the same day when you can just have another video coming out at another time? Because I be trying to get them up, but as soon as I do them, I be trying to get them up. But we'll see how it goes. But that's all I have for now. Hope you're reading some good books out there. And if do you do TBRs, or you don't like doing TBR? I like doing TBR, because then that way I can just go to my list. I do have a list here, because the books I showed you, they're not all. I got quite a few books on this list. I didn't show all the books on this list, because these are only ones that I'm going to try. Because all the books on this list, I know I'm not going to get through them in April. So I'm just going to show you the ones I'm going to try to get through in April. But I like having a list so that I can go on here and just pick the books that I want to read. I won't have to go, because I got books everywhere. And I just go through my books and find out ones that I want to read and put them on the list. That way I can go down this list and I would know what I want to pick. I won't have to go through here looking for what I'm trying to get until I get down on here, and then I'll add to my list again. So that's how I like to do my TBR. It's just an ongoing TBR. That's why I say it's ongoing, because whatever I don't finish this month, I will finish next. I'll put on the list for next month. That's how I do it. So I don't mind having a TBR. I know people like mood reading, because I still mood read. If I see a book, somebody mention a book that I would like to read, I just go and get it and read it. I'm still going to go back to my TBR though, but I just get off and read. If I see something I want to read other than it's not on my list or whatever, I read it and then I just go back to my list. Yeah, it don't stop me from getting off my list. Yeah, I just go and read that book. Yeah, because you always going to see other books that you want to read, because they're constantly coming out, and you're always going to see something like, oh, that sounds good. I was reading, what I was reading. Yeah, this right here. And it's not doing to me. I saw something else I wanted to read. I'll come back to this. That's how I do, but look, I'm going on and on. But that's all I got for you right now. So keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.